From WWL-TV, the spirit of Louisiana, this is Louisiana's news leader, Channel 4's Eyewitness Morning News.
Documentary filmmaker Maggie Hadleigh-West gives us an unprecedented look at thug culture, gang culture from inside the Brooklyn hip-hop world in a new film called Player Hating, a Love Story, because the poverty and violence seen in her film reflects the same experience in so many other places, including here in New Orleans. She's offering a number of screenings here in New Orleans before the film's premiere up in New York. And Maggie is joining us now with more on some of the things she learned from this documentary. And how long did you work on this, Maggie?
Well, it took me 10 years to make the film.
That long?
Yes, it did.
And because we had said gang violence, and you said this is not so much gangs as it's more thugs.
Yeah, it is. A lot of the guys in my film are actually affiliated with gangs, but some of them are not gang members.
So what do you describe as a thug?
Well, a thug, as it's described to me, is somebody who'll do what they have to do in order to survive in that kind of an environment.
And that transcends violence in New York, in Cleveland, and in New Orleans.
Yes, and it's all over this country and in various neighborhoods in this city, and it's all over the world.
Now, how did you get such access into the lives of some of these people? Because a lot of these guys who are the kind of people you're talking about really don't care about a lot of things. I mean, they don't care if they live or die. They you know, just kind of go about their business the way they feel like they should, you know, damn the law.
Well, that's true, but the law isn't really on their side either. And I got access to them because I promised to advocate on their behalf and to tell them the truth. But it was also very clear that it was my film and that I was not going to sugarcoat anything that happened, but I'm trying to show and experience a world with love and empathy.
So do we see another side of thugs? I mean, do you try to understand them?
Oh, absolutely. Thugs are human beings. That's what the movie is about. It's like when we separate ourselves from people, from neighborhoods, we have no idea who those people are. It's very easy for us to say, oh, I have nothing to do with that. That's not my problem. But when you have an entree into the world, like through my movie, you can see that these are wonderful, awesome human beings, and had I been in the same circumstance, I might have made some of the same choices that they made.
But then when you get to some of these people, and we see a lot of repeat offenders here, where they intimidate people, they kill people, they cause all kinds of violence, and then if somebody tries to turn them in, they kill them or they intimidate them. How do you justify that as they're nice people or whatever?
You can't justify killing, but what you can do is try to understand where this comes from. And the main character in my film, Half a Mil, he grew up carrying guns. And the reason that he started carrying a gun by the time he was 7 years old was because adult men were putting guns in his face in the elevator. And so he ended up sharing a gun with a bunch of his friends. And it's a survive or die kind of a circumstance, and these are the tools of the environment often, not for everybody, but for some people.
And so I guess you're saying when you grow up in a world like that, sometimes you have little or no alternative, although some people do escape that.
They do, and the main thing is a lot of the guys that I work with don't see any options. They don't see that they have other options, and they believe that their world is the only world that there is. Okay. And in fact, I had a discussion with one of the guys in my movie about murder, and I said that murder wasn't a common experience in my life, and he didn't actually believe me.
Really?
Yes, because it's so common in his environment.
All right, the movie Player Hating, a Love Story will be having screenings this Saturday through February 26th at Cafe Istanbul at 3272 St. Claude Avenue. There'll be a couple of screenings this Saturday at 7 p.m. and at 9:30. There'll also be a discussion session following the Saturday 7 p.m. screening. Now, you'll be doing that?
Yes, I'll be doing the Q&A. Oliver
right.
Thomas is hosting it.
And you can look for the screenings. If you want to look for more sites, you can check our website, WWLTV.com. Just click on links on 4. And you worked on this, you said, for 10 years?
10 years.
That's a long
right.
time.
It's a labor
big
of
chunk
love.
Of your life.
Yes, it is.
All right.